This video will demonstrate how to use the research databases available to students through the Youngstown State University MOG library. To begin, please go to maag.ysu.edu or simply Google MOG YSU and you'll get to their website. To use the databases, we want to click on A to Z Research Databases. Other videos will show you how to use the MOGNet Library Catalog and the OhioLink Library Catalog. For now, to find good articles, click on A to Z Research Databases. We want to begin by casting a fairly wide net. We want to search in as many databases as possible at the same time. To do that, I recommend using the Ebsco databases. The first step for this should be to click on Academic Search Complete. It appears right here. I'm going to use this as a portal through which I can access all of the Ebsco databases. To do that, I first have to tell the search engine to include multiple databases. I'm going to click the hyperlink for Choose Databases and then check this Select All box. Whereas Academic Search Complete may show me 1,000 entries, all of these databases will show me many, many more. I'm casting a wide net and then I can refine my terms as need be. So I've checked the Select All box and I've hit OK. The second step before I'm able to start searching is to click Advanced Search. This will bring up a new tri-level search window. Now I'm ready to input my terms. If I know that I'm writing a paper on stem cells, I can begin by putting that in my first box. I want to keep my search string short. I don't want to ask it a question like, are stem cells ethically good? That's too broad of a search term for one box. At most, I'm only going to put in a couple of words in each one of these boxes. For now, I've put in stem cells, I've left it as select a field, and I'm hitting search. This will show me every article, scholarly as well as popular, that deal with stem cells. As you can tell, I've got 1,500,000 hits. If I change this to title, I'm going to have a fewer number of hits. This is important because if I want an article that deals primarily with stem cells, I could expect that it will be in the title somewhere. So I've put stem cells, looking in the title, and I will hit search. This has taken me from 1.5 million down to 597,000. So I've eliminated 1 million hits just by changing that to title. Now, what I recommend is to put in another term to limit this even further. I could put in the word legal, or moral, or science, or United States, any of those terms, depending upon what I want to write about regarding stem cells. Let's say I'm wanting to deal with ethics. I can put in ETHICS, ethics, and hit search. That's taken me from 597,000 hits to 10,254. It's still quite a few. If I change select a field to title here as well and hit search, this is going to show me only the articles that have stem cells and ethics in the title. 1,300, it's still quite a few. I can put in USA in the third box and hit search. 315. If I did law instead of USA, I have 190. That's not an unacceptable number of hits whenever we're talking about researching something as broad as stem cells. If I wanted to write, I could search for Ohio instead of law, and that would narrow it down even more, but that could potentially be far too few for the research project that I want. Let's assume that I want to work with 190 hits. By default, it wants to show me sources 1 through 10, only 10 at a time, and a sort by relevance. I'm going to change this and go Page Options, Results per Page, 50. This way I'll only have about 4 pages of hits that I have to look through. Some of these I can't get right now. Some of them I have to get from other libraries. I can check this full text box, and that will show me only the articles that I can get right now. I've got 154. This article is from 2005. It's 28 pages long. The length of this makes me believe that this is a scholarly article. To test that, I can click on PDF full text. The scholarly articles are the ones we want to use. These are the ones that are written for an academic audience. They're going to be more difficult to read than a lot of the others, but this is the more high-quality research. As you can tell, this is from Science and Engineering Ethics from 2005, and it has an abstract. For APA format, abstracts are usually required. Scrolling down, you can see some of the terms that they're using. Some of these words are more academic in nature. What I'm looking for are parenthetical citations or footnotes, which are 2 ways that things are often documented. That lets me know that this article has used research and as such is a scholarly source. Typically you could scroll all the way to the bottom, and that's where you'll find either a references page or a works cited page or footnotes. And here we go. There is my references page. This is organized, listed instead of a references page, it's sorted by footnotes. But each one of these are good quality research, so I am confident that this article is credible. It sounds reasonable based on the publication information, and of course the final test is to read it to find out whether or not the author has a valid argument. Overall, I consider this a trustworthy source. It's good quality research. If I'm writing a paper on stem cells, law, and ethics, I think this is important. It's an older source. This is over 10 years old, so maybe I want to find some sources that are more recent. I can check relevance and change that to date newest. This is particularly helpful if I'm wanting to look at everything that's been published on stem cells, but I only want to see the most recent articles. This one is from autumn of 2017, The Ethics of Embryonic Stem Cell Research from Medical Law Review. It's only 6 pages. This may be it looks like it's a review of a certain book. This would be a book that I would want to get later on. I am now going to reset my search criteria by deleting these. Keeping stem cells in the title, I'm going to get back to my 1,000 or 150,000, however many hits it was. 496,000 in the title, date newest. Now here, this says full text finder. What this means is that we do not have it available immediately from Ebsco, but it's going to show me some other databases. I can click full text finder and it only pulled up one. I could try searching here, but probably I'm not going to be able to get it. The ones I want, PDF full text, I can try this full text finder. And this one is available from a couple of different places. I can get it from the Ohio Link Electronic Journal Center. Just by clicking on that link and maybe following a couple of extra steps, I can get it. Right there's the article. I can click PDF full text and download it. This concludes the video on accessing the research databases at Youngstown State University.